Just because it's viral does not mean that it's worth trying. TikTok, I'm looking at you. TikTok is full of hacks, secrets, and tips to improve your life in a multitude of different ways. What makes TikTok so special is that anyone can upload anything, anywhere, at any time, and it can often be advice that can be good, but it can also be potentially very harmful. On today's video, we're going to focus specifically on beauty talk and 5 of the most extreme and even dangerous beauty trends that you need to avoid. Let's dive right in.
This is to anyone thinking of getting freckles tattooed on their face. Don't.
There are 2 kinds of freckles. Babies can often have freckles develop when they're really young, and they usually disappear sometime during childhood. But the other type of freckles are freckles that are essentially caused by sun damage. They're basically tiny little age spots all over the face. These types of freckles are not good. They basically mean that your skin has been exposed to ultraviolet radiation, and this has caused clumping of melanin in the surface of your skin. And these types of freckles, unlike the freckles of childhood, do not go away on their own. The only way to get rid of them is to actively remove them using brightening creams or intense pulse light treatments. So why you would actually tattoo age spots onto your skin, it just doesn't make a lot of sense to me.
You hate the shape of your teeth.
This is a very popular trend on TikTok where people are literally taking a nail file, a file for your nails, and they're filing their teeth down to shorten them and make them look, I guess, more even. Now, I have seen a lot of dentists and my good friend the Bentist react to these types of videos, and they are horrified. Now, the outer surface of our tooth is essentially made of enamel, and that's the white part that you see. The enamel has a specific thickness, and if you get rid of that enamel, it does not grow back. So by filing your teeth down, you can remove all of that enamel that is necessary for your teeth to be healthy, and it can actually expose some of the discolored, more yellowish parts of the tooth underneath. That's doing the exact opposite in general of what you're looking for. And on top of that, you can also create sensitivity to your teeth that may not be treatable. So if you don't like the shape of your teeth, please see a dentist. They're going to give you the best advice. Do not do this at home.
So recently I saw a movie and this girl put erection cream on her lips and it made them really big. So I wanted to try it. So it's been 3 more minutes and I said I was gonna do 5, but it's burning really bad. So I'm gonna take it off and we'll see. Oh my gosh. I kind of like it, I'm not gonna lie.
The most common erection creams used around the world has the active ingredient of alprostadil. And this is a prostaglandin that causes vasodilation. Essentially what it does is it causes blood vessels to open up and increase blood flow to an area. Well, these erection creams with alprostadil, even though they're used in other countries, has never been FDA approved here in the United States. In fact, its application for approval has been denied at least twice in the past. I'm not exactly sure why, but the FDA does not like this product. Not only can alprostadil type creams be used on the surface of the penis to make the penis larger, but some people are actually injecting it through the urethra. Yes, you can actually put it through the urethra to also get an erection, which, oh my gosh, I can't imagine putting anything going up there. Ugh. But what he's most likely using is not an alprostadil type of a cream because he's getting irritation of his lips, causing them to enlarge. He's most likely using a product that has an irritating substance, like let's say cinnamon or peppers, causing his lips to get much bigger. And these are active ingredients that you see oftentimes in topical lip plumpers. Why you would use this on an erection cream is beyond me because you don't want burning down there. I wouldn't want burning down there, would you? Got age spots? Don't undergo a deep chemical peel, which can take a week or longer to recover from. Instead, start by applying a good brightening cream containing kojic acid and licorice root. These are natural ways to reduce the melanin that your skin produces that causes these dark spots. At the same time, sign up for relatively inexpensive IPL treatments at your local doctor's office or med spa. IPL uses light energy to zap away the dark spots. After the treatment, you should notice those dark areas start to slough off within about a week. Always autojuvenate before you operate. More in my new book, Younger for Life. Go to autojuvenation.com or click the link in the caption below to get it. And if you pre-order it before it goes on sale, you will receive over $100 worth of free gifts. So what exactly is she doing? Well, it kind of makes sense if you don't care about the quality of your skin, if you don't care about sun damage, age spots, premature aging, and skin cancer. What she is doing is she is applying sunscreen as a way to lighten parts of her face, getting darker from the sun in other areas as a way to produce, I guess, a natural contour. So some people will then take sunscreen, they'll put it on areas that they want basically to stick out, like let's say the nose, the apples of the cheeks, maybe even the chin, as a way to create their own contouring. And even though it technically makes sense, the problem is you're not applying sunscreen to the other parts of your face, let's say the areas you want to darken, which would be, let's say, underneath the cheeks, and those parts of your skin are getting unnecessary and harmful solar radiation to them. So although this kind of makes sense in some ways, it is definitely not dermatologist approved, and it's not Dr. Youn approved either. If you tie a string around a skin tag and you tie it really, really tight, will it cause that skin tag to basically fall off? The answer is yes. What you are doing is you are basically constricting off any blood supply to that skin tag, and because that skin tag has no blood supply to it, it will eventually necrose and fall off, meaning it will turn black and die and eventually just fall off. Now let's say if I was stranded on a deserted island and I had a skin tag that I really, really had to get rid of, and the only thing I had around was string, that probably would work. The problem with doing this on your own is that you can develop an infection afterwards, and that may only be able to be treated by antibiotics. You can get significant scarring afterwards, and it's possible that what you are basically tying off is not a skin tag, it could be an actual skin cancer. In which case, if you remove a portion of it, you can cause it to look different, you may hide it, and eventually that skin cancer can get bigger. And if it's a dangerous cancer like a melanoma, you could technically die from it. So before you try anything like this, you definitely want to see a dermatologist, because the last thing you want to do is mess around with a skin cancer and find out that you did not treat it the right way, and now you've got to suffer the consequences. What she appears to be doing is essentially microneedling foundation into her skin. Well, microneedling is a great treatment overall. Basically, the way it works is that these devices contain tiny needles that puncture the skin at varying depths. Essentially, you're creating a controlled trauma to the skin, and when the skin is traumatized in that manner, it can actually heal in a tighter fashion. Well, in addition to creating trauma, it also can create channels to the deeper skin. And so some people are using, let's say, PRP, platelet-rich plasma, or they're applying growth factors onto the surface of the skin after you microneedle it to allow those anti-aging ingredients to basically get into the deeper skin to rejuvenate it from the inside out. The reason why microneedling makeup into your skin is a horrible idea is because makeup contains ingredients that are not meant to be actually pushed into the deeper skin. These ingredients could be preservatives, fragrances, and other chemicals that can be very harmful if they're actually not just on the skin surface. You can get what are called granulomas, which are inflammatory nodules, and you can develop infection and all other sorts of horrible reactions. So as a practitioner, whenever we do microneedling, we do not apply anything to the surface of the skin immediately that we would not feel comfortable injecting into the skin, because you could get some horrible reactions from it. Although TikTok is a great place to get great information, you have to be very, very careful. So how do you determine then whether that, let's say, beauty recommendation that you've seen on TikTok is legit or if it's potentially harmful? Well, it can be very simple. If the advice that you're getting on TikTok sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Go to the search function of your TikTok app and search for that beauty trend and look for any actual doctors or healthcare professionals who have commented on it. There are so many healthcare professionals like myself that are happy to let you know whether this treatment is fact or cap. Wait a minute. Now, my producer is telling me that we have one last video to check out of a beauty trend. Let's take a peek at this one. Yeah, please don't do that. You could get a horrible infection of your skin if you do that. If you thought these videos were bad, there are some beauty trend TikTok videos that are absolutely extreme and will blow your mind. I reacted to some of them right up here. Check it out. And remember, eat real food, use clean skincare, and auto-juvenate before you operate.